My name is Dudit, set up builds and stuff. Today's video is a Strand Warlock build. This build is an absolute joke, I am not kidding you. This build will turn you invisible. It will also give you loads of damage reduction, like woven mail, and other things going on. It's a joke, you can literally toy with Grandmaster champions. Loads of damage as well from our solar weapons. We're going to be featuring the Grandmaster Fusion helmet for infinite suspensions and infinite heals with cauterized darkness to give our solar weapons a 75% damage increase. Absolutely nuts. We're going to be featuring two solar exotics. We're going to be featuring Wolfsbane, which absolutely slaps when you suspend things via cauterized darkness, and Vix Mythoclast, which is just absolutely nuts anyway, but it gets even better with cauterized darkness. We'll also be featuring the Oryx Memory Crota gear for invisibility and loads of heavy ammo for our sword. And we will also be featuring Weave Walk for even more invisibility. And I'm not joking you guys, with Weave Walk and the 4-piece armor set from Crota Raid, you can be like a hunter. You're literally invisible, switching between Weave Walk and getting finishes for invisibility as well. Really, really good. And don't forget guys, you are going to be an absolute tank with this build. But the build itself is not all around being tanky and being stealthy via the invisibility. You're going to get loads of heavy ammo, and you're going to be able to put out a crap ton of damage with them solar weapons mentioned, the sword and Vex Mythoclast. But the best thing with this build, it works with any solar weapon, so there's plenty of options for you. So if this piques your interest, stay with me, I will break the video down. So we'll start off with the Seasonal Artifact perk on the Implement of Curiosity, Cauterized Darkness, Stasis or Strand debuffed non-boss combatants take increased solar damage from all sources. So that includes champions, mages, banes, etc. Just not bosses in raids. 63 damage from the Vex Mythoclast. I'm going to suspend, that's a Strand debuff. 110, 75% damage increase. What a joke, that is absolutely nuts. And because we're on Strand Warlock, Suspend, Unravel, things like that, it all counts as well. So we're going to be able to get that Cauterized Darkness going all of the time. Add in Fever of Chill, Rapid Precision Hits with solar weapons. Also going to give us Radiant, so we're going to get an additional 20% on top of that as well, very easily. And Radiant Shrapnel, whenever you defeat a target, when you're Radiant, you are going to spread little scorch projectiles, little solar projectiles, and that all gets the benefits from the Cauterized Darkness as well. So, Radiant Shrapnel is not really like insane, but when you pair it up with Cauterized Darkness, it actually works with that as well. So it's very, very cool. So, like I said, we're on a Warlock, Suspend, Sever, Unravel. We're going to be able to do that all the time, so we can take full advantage of Cauterized Darkness, 75% damage increase. Add this helmet, one of my favourite exotics on the Warlock, the Grandmaster Fusion. While the Strand Super is equipped, casting a Rift will suspend nearby combatants. Suspend deals extra damage over time, which heals you in the process, and targets that break free from suspension suffer additional damage. And defeating suspended targets also heals you for a moderate amount. So you get heals when you kill, and you also get heals when you suspend. Obviously your Rift you want to be using, but it works with your Shackle Grenade as well. So it's really nice healing, look at that. Suspend multiple targets at a time to get the maximum sort of benefits. 2 or 3 enemies at a time, and you literally, like, it heals you really, really good. A very underrated exotic on the Warlock. I've featured it quite a lot on the channel. Extremely good. And then on top of that as well, you're also suspending as well for your Cauterized Darkness, don't forget. So you're going to get that damage increase, which is going to let you kill quicker to get even more healing. As well as your Rift, you can also use your Shackle Grenade for a bit of instant healing as well. This will suspend things. One of the aspects I used, but I actually changed it, was Man-Spun Invocation. Now I actually use this on the Vex Mythoclast, so when you pop your Shackle Grenade, everything you kill is going to get suspended in a little area. So that's just another option. I tend to use this with the Vex, but I do actually change it, which we'll go into in a moment. But I'm just giving you an option. You can also suspend via Weaver's Trance, and obviously your Rift as well. So, now, Vex Mythoclast, like I said, this is going to take full advantage of the Cauterized Darkness. This is really, really good weapon. Now it got buffed, I covered it quite a lot. It does all sorts now. You've got rewind rounds on there. You've got Sinacia Sword as well with Surrounded, and Cauterized Darkness, guys, with it being a solar sword, is a joke. It feels like an actual exotic weapon, this sword. Again, something I've covered a little bit on the channel over the last couple of weeks. An excellent sword. And once you're surrounded and you've got like Cauterized Darkness going from your Suspension or your Sever or your Unravel, it just hits like an absolute exotic weapon. It's really, really good. So, we'll get into it a little bit now. There's your sword, surrounded, procced, plenty of damage. You've got like the suspension going, etc. And like if you just take a look at this, quick suspension, these enemies, this is like the Grandmaster version. So it absolutely plows through these enemies like really, really fast. And again, you can easily take advantage of that Cauterized Darkness. In this GM, there was quite a lot of void shields, etc. But it wasn't really a problem once you've got that Cauterized Darkness going from your strand debuffs. Suspend, get your sword out, you're getting healed. You've got all sorts going on that left-hand side. Pack tactics as well, which we'll go into as well a little bit. But you're really, really tanky, and you can actually put out some really big damage just with a legendary sword and Vex Mytha class with your Weaver's Trance, etc. Like I said, I did actually change that up for a couple of things which we'll go into. But I do think Weaver's Trance and Vex works pretty nicely. As you can see there again, just absolutely plowing through these enemies. If you've done this GM, you know these fellas are pretty tanky. Here's your Weaver's Trance with your Vex. Going to get full benefits of that Cauterized Darkness. Look at the state of that. Absolutely nuts. Just absolutely plows through them poor Grims. Now, Wolfsbane is another exotic to consider. Light attacks generate sword energy and have the chance to spawn Seeking Quicksilver Nanites that heal the wielder, so you're going to get even more healing. You've also got Nano Assault on there. Quicksilver Nanites that attach to the wielder charge the blade, and when it's fully charged, you hold your reload button. Mine's D, because I'm a lefty, I'm a weirdo. And it's also got Burning Ambition on there as well, which is just absolutely brilliant perk for me. I love Burning Ambition. I loved it since the day it come out. All extra damage. And you've got Iron Lord's Vigor on the Implement of Curiosity as well. So even more damage reduction. Pair that up with your Dimercy Fusion, and you're pretty much unkillable. And be able to put out some absolutely massive damage via Cauterized Darkness as well. And just like the legendary sword we talked about, the exotic just absolutely plows through this. And obviously with the exotic sword, it does have an exotic trait, which you can see on the bottom left, that Nano Assault. When that's charged up, hold to reload, and you're going to start doing massive damage attacks with it as well. It does like a big solar wave along the floor. That's Burning Ambition, so it's really good for tankier targets. And you can easily get the Lustrous armor set from the tower now as well. You can just literally get this very easily just by picking engrams. The 4-piece Rapid Solar Final Blows will heal you. So you can add this into the mix as well. Like I said, it's very easy to get. Just go to the tower, the monument, and you can just literally pick out the engrams as long as you've got the legendary marks. You can literally just farm a full set of this in about 2 minutes flat. So you've got your Lustrous armor to consider. Again, this is just one option. I've got some other cool things, so please stick around. So you've got like Cauterized Darkness going on, Suspension from your Dimercy Fusion, healing, Iron Lord's Vigor, putting out loads of damage as well. And you're going to get healing from the Lustrous on top of that as well. So you are extremely, extremely tanky and able to heal as well. Either sword works fine. Like I said, if you want to use it for sort of tankier targets, the Wolfsbane is incredible. And you can see there how useful that suspension is as well. If you get caught off guard there, I was a bit daydreaming and put my rift down and I was safe, healed, suspended everything around me. And like I said, get that sword popped, your Wolfsbane, and things just start going like it's like a knife through butter, guys, especially with that Cauterized Darkness. It just absolutely melts things incredibly, incredibly good. And then I started to think about it because I started to run out a bit of heavy ammo here and there, and I thought, well, what other gear sets is there apart from the Lustrous? Now, the Oryx's Memory from Crota, I had a good set of this line about, so I changed it to this. Well, Final Blows on Guardians and Powerful Combatants generate additional energy. And then the 4-piece, after a Final Blow on a Powerful Combatant, the next time you take critical health, you are going to go invisible, guys. So that's just even more survivability. So all you need to do is get a finisher on a powerful combatant, and you're going to see this buff pop up on my left hand side. There's obviously a lot of stuff going there, so you might not see it straight away, but there is Ascendant Escape, and once that's procced, every time you take damage to a critical health, you are going to go invisible. Now, that's crazy. That's just like a little extra backup, so you can run that option instead of the lustrous armor if you wish. Now, the other thing with it as well, the 2-piece bonus is really good as well for heavy ammo and special ammo. I know it did get a little nerf, but it's still incredibly good. So you're going to get loads of sword ammo. So being able to go invisible is just like an extra backup, like I said. The other thing to remember as well is when you go invisible, you're still going to be able to use your Rift as well, like from your Diamond Fusion. So you're going to be able to pop that and get an instant heal and suspend everything around you guys, and then proc that Cauterized Darkness. It just fits so good. Really, really good. It's a little option. Now, because we was playing with going in and out of invisibility, I took off Weaver's Trance and put on Weave Walk. You can consume your melee to enter like a little Weave Walk, which sort of makes you kind of invisible. Well, you are actually invisible to enemies. And you can get Woven Mail up to 20 seconds, depending on how long you stay in. So you can actually get some like massive Woven Mail, even more damage reduction as well. And you're sort of invisible, which works really nicely with the gear set from the Creator Raid. Invisible if you take damage. You can go invisible before you use your Rift. It just works really, really good. Tell me what you think of that little combo. Now, what I was going to do is I was going to do a Lost Sector on Master, because I've obviously showed you some Grandmaster gameplay of the Vanguard Alert, but I'm going to be honest, it felt too easy. Like, this is like the hardest difficulty Lost Sector to do, Master stuff, so Master Conquest and that, this will be an absolute joke. It's too strong, I'm not going to lie. You don't need to run that in here, it's just incredibly strong. You literally just bully enemies in Master content. You want to be running Ultimate or Grandmaster with this build, as you can see there. It's not even fair. So, like I said, I did plan on showing you the full Lost Sector with it, but I was getting so bored because it was that easy. I wanted to switch back to the Vanguard Conquest and just show you the Weave Walk and the Oryx's Memory, etc. working all together. Now, I mentioned that Iron Lord's Vigor, where you take reduced damage when you've got a sword. That's very noticeable. You can get stomped by this fella, like so. If you don't have that Iron Lord's Vigor on, that will kill you. Your Bearded Ambition is also good for Unstoppables. Just little things like that I haven't really talked about that just work nicely. And I said it a couple of times, but you got that Cauterized Darkness going against champions and mages and things like that. It just works really nicely. And then this next sort of clip, what I'm going to show you is the Oryx and the Creator gear working together. And also the Weave Walk, what you can sort of do with champions. You can literally just toy with them. So keep watching this clip. You'll notice on the left I've already got my Ascendant Escape. I just finished the champion a couple of seconds ago. You've got your Weave Walk, which is giving you Woven Mail. Infinite Suspension, like so. You can literally just chill. He's there, he's not doing out, he's strung up like a dirty pair of underpants on your washing line. Like, and then just get your sword out. Again, Ultimate Grandmaster Champion, sorry. Once I've got that Cauterized Darkness on him, look at the state of that. You will know if you've run this Conquest this week, them champions and these type of enemies are extremely tanky with the Arc and Void Shields, but that solar damage just absolutely rinses them, guys. And like I said, you are quite unkillable. Really, really strong. Two different gear sets to show you. I'm going to show you my aspects and my fragments in a moment, and my gear set and my mods, etc. And then we'll wrap the video up. But yeah, look at the state of it, guys. Incredible. Really, really strong. It's quite a long video already, so I'm not going to sit and talk through everything because we've sort of explained it. I'll just quickly show you, and then when you're watching the video back, if you do watch it, you can sort of like pause it, and I will also leave a dim link as well, so you can slow that bit down, so you can see all my fragments and aspects, etc. My gear stats are there. Not perfect because I still need to farm some gear out this week from Crota. There's my mods. As long as you're running about 90 class ability, you should be good. There's my aspects, my seasonal artifact perk, and there's my look. See what you think of that. I think it looks pretty cool. Gold and green, bit of black in there, quite decent I thought. So that's it. Yeah, like I said, I leave a dim link. The only other thing I just want to quickly mention to you is Weaver's Trance with Shackle Grenade. I like to run that. It's still a good option. I like to run that with like long range weapons like Vex, etc. to take the full cauterized darkness. But if you're using close quarter weapons, I would just go with the Weave Walk for the woven mail and the invisibility. And either gear set will work fine, and either sword as well. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.